Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be all about Cartier's Love Bracelet, but not about the wear and tear, the dimensions, what material it's made. It's actually about the story behind this amazing creation that is the most iconic piece of jewelry, in my opinion, that is so recognizable by many people. I wanted to share with you the story, who designed it, what was the inspiration, what happened. So if you're interested in learning about why this design came about and what led to its popularity, please stay tuned. So let's get started. So the Cartier Love Bracelet was designed by a young Italian designer by the name of Aldo Cippolo in 1969. He was working for Cartier at the time, and you can imagine in the late 60s, the whole movement of make love, not war, liberties, movements for women's equality, for women's voting rights. All these things were very prevalent, and he realized that the population at the time was very open to more contemporary ideas and was really trying to break away from the shackles of the past, the war, and all the traditions that were so ingrained in terms of what people should wear and on what occasion, the gender norms between masculinity and femininity. So he wanted to create a design that would embrace something that was modern, something that was simple, that would celebrate love in a very unique way that was never thought of before. So he drew the inspiration from the chastity belt in the past, of how people would be locked down to their partner. So the love bracelet has that inspiration of forming a love contract between you and your partner. They were only sold as a pair at the time, and these bracelets would be placed on you as a locked item. So as you can imagine, having a piece of gold jewelry on your wrist and being screwed on, never to be taken off unless, of course, you have to go and find your screwdriver, was quite a new concept and not something people were used to. But Cippolo was really the pioneer in creating jewelry that was also not masculine and not feminine, creating jewelry that would be worn no matter when the occasion. As you can imagine, if you have a love bracelet on and it is secured onto your wrist, it's not something you can remove at night. Likely you'll have to wear it 24 hours a day. You will have to wear it to sleep, you'll have to wear it to bathe, and to do everything that you do normally in your lives. So this was a very unique concept, and he really paired the bracelet to its bare minimum of a simple flat yellow gold cuff punctuated with industrial style screws. So who would have known that these industrial style screws will be the symbol of love and fidelity. And again, these screws actually are reminiscent of the Cartier's Santos watch design. So again, linking the traditions and the heritage of the Cartier House of Design with his new inspiration for a jewelry that celebrates love. And interestingly, he came up with his first prototype of this design and was actually created when he had his breakup with his romantic relationship of the past. And so it really accentuated his need for something that was a symbol of loyalty, fidelity, love, commitment, no matter through good and bad times. This was very symbolic and iconic for him. So also another fun fact is Cippolo actually showed his first prototype design to Tiffany and Company because he was really fascinated with the United States, in particular in New York City. So Tiffany was actually his first choice where he wanted to showcase the design. Unfortunately, Tiffany gave it a pass, and so he showed it to Cartier. And because Cartier at that time was still a family-owned business, but actually was in the process of getting sold to a group of investors, and the investors saw this design and really appreciated and admired its simplicity and its symbolism. And so they took on and created the first prototype, and actually the first editions of this piece of jewelry was signed by Cippolo himself as well. And Cartier did the most successful thing of gifting these bracelets to very famous celebrity couples, namely Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton and Ali McGraw and Steve McQueen. Sadly, Tripolo passed away prematurely at a very young age of 42. He was also the designer of the Justin Clou bracelet, also very simplistic design of a nail that is wrapped around as a bracelet. I also have a video about that bracelet, so if you have any interest in really understanding and knowing more about it, please refer to my videos. Again, focusing on the love bracelet, I here have the cuff design. As you know, it comes in 3 different metals: the yellow gold, white gold, and rose gold. The one I have here is in yellow gold, and as you can see, the shape of the bracelet is in an oval shape, which actually allows the bracelet to be worn very close against your skin. And the good thing about the cuff, which I like because I can remove and take it on and off as I please, the good thing is it doesn't roll around your wrist so much. At most it just slides up and down, but it doesn't rotate, as you can see, because it's quite fitted against the wrist bone. Cartier has also released the bracelet with studded diamonds, at a very different price range, of course, in 1979. And now you can also find the love design in earrings, in necklaces, in rings. The love bracelet also comes in a smaller size, and also a chain love bracelet. Many pieces to choose from. I definitely recommend anyone to consider investing and owning the love bracelet from Cartier, just because it's such a symbolic and iconic piece of jewelry. Just like the Chanel classic flap, I think the Cartier love bracelet has that equal weighting, in my opinion. And you don't have to buy it for a partner, but buy it for yourself to celebrate self-love and just giving yourself the love and respect that everyone deserves. If you do decide to buy a love bracelet, I highly recommend you to go to a store to try it on, because they do have to fit your wrist specifically, and sometimes if you're in between 2 sizes, it's really hard to know the comfort level and which color gold would actually flatter your complexion and your skin tone the most. So whenever you are in town where there is a Cartier store, please give them a visit, and just try it on so you have an idea of whether the bracelet fits you and, if it goes with your lifestyle. Needless to say, it's now one of the most popular bracelets. Apparently, even maternity wards in New York City have their own Cartier screwdriver, because so many people come to the hospital with these bracelets on, and in an effort to not to have to cut them off, it is really nice that they actually have a screwdriver of their own. So I hope this video gave you some insight and understanding behind the design of the love bracelet. I highly recommend it. It's one of the most cherished pieces of jewelry that I own, and the value of this piece just keeps going up year by year. So for sure, there is always a secondary market for this piece of jewelry. And so please don't forget to leave in the comments below whether you own some Cartier pieces already, and whether you have the love bracelet, and whether you also have it in the cuff. Anyway, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.